Hello everyone, my name is Miss Julia. I'm the Youth Services Librarian here at the Collierville Birch Library, and I'm going to attempt to do a virtual Crafternoon. What it is I just show you how to do a simple craft that you can do at home using things that you just find around the house. So today, I'm going to show you how to make this lovely hot air balloon out of a variety of materials. Very pretty. So for this craft, you're going to need 5 pieces of paper. Now for my example piece, I used full sheets. I thought it was a little big, so I'm just going to use half sheets for this. They could be any 5 colors that you want. You're going to need some string, toilet paper tube or paper towel tube, some glue, some tape, scissors, pencil, hole punch. If you don't have a hole punch, you can use a pin or a really sharp pencil. It's going to be using to poke holes in the toilet paper tube. And then any sort of decorations that you want for the basket of your balloon. So to begin with, we're going to take one of our sheets of paper and I'm going to fold it in half lengthwise because I want my balloon to be tall rather than short. And we're going to draw a half circle. I know you probably can't see this very well. We're going to do a half circle. However big you want your balloon to be, that's how big you'll draw your circle. But you want to make sure that you leave some room at the bottom here because you need to be able to have that shape down here. So it has the hot air balloon shape to it. So once you have the half circle, you can kind of just extend it down so you get that more balloon shape. I think that's a little long. I'm going to adjust it just a little bit. Once you have your shape, you get to cut it out. It's going to be very messy, and that's okay. And when you unfold it, you'll get that balloon shape. I still feel this is a little long. I find it's better that if you do things a little too big rather than too small, because you can always cut something that's too big, but you can't replace something that's too small. So once you have your first cut out, you're going to trace that onto one of your papers, your remaining papers rather. Just like so. Oops. It's okay if you get some pencil marks, because you can put the pencil marks on the inside when we start gluing them all together. So once you have that trace done, you can actually just stack all your pieces of paper together and cut them all out at the same time. The idea is to make sure that all of the circles are sort of the same size and shape, because as you saw with my example piece, we're going to glue them all together. And if all of your circles are different sizes, different shapes, then they're not going to line up as well. So when you get those cut out, beautiful, you're going to fold them all in half lengthwise, because we're going to glue each side together. You can So now we have our 5 pieces of paper all lined up, and now it's time for you to decide what sort of pattern you want to put them in, because we're going to start gluing them all together like this. So I'm going to start off with my glue piece, and I'm going to take my glue stick. You can also use white glue or whatever sort of glue you have at home. Just with the white glue, it's going to take longer to dry. So I'm going to smother some glue on that, and I'm going to line up my 2 halves. There we go. I'm going to fold this down again. Oops. There we go, lined up. And I'll smother some more glue on there and put on my next piece. And you'll keep doing that until you have your full balloon complete. Once you have all your pieces sort of glued on top of each other, we're going to open it up and we're going to glue these 2 ends together. So I'm going to smother either side with some glue just to make sure it actually sticks. Lots of glue. And we're going to press it together. And you can kind of fan it out. And there you have the balloon portion of your hot air balloon. So next we're going to create our basket. So you're going to take your toilet paper tube roll, kind of compare it to your balloon and decide how big you want your basket to be. So I think right in there for me is good. And we're going to cut that portion off, just like so. And then you're going to take your hole punch. Again, if you don't have a hole punch, you can use a pin or something sharp to make that hole. Just do be careful when you... So I actually have a little star hole punch. I thought that would be fun. It also makes it so that when you tie knots into the string, it won't go through. Because if you have too big a hole, you're going to have to tie knots a bunch of times. If you want, you can just thread the string through the hole and tie it off that way. I've done the knot option. I like how that looks better. You can also get like a bead if you have a bead or something and tie that to the end so it doesn't slip through. Whatever works for you. I'm going to do the same on this string. You're going to tie a knot on one end or a bead, or you just tie it to the tube itself, whatever you prefer. And you're going to string this through on that end. Just like so. So it's going to hang off of your balloon. Now at this point I would suggest decorating your basket. I happen to have these lovely gems. You could decorate however you wish. You can use markers, you can use paint, whatever you like. So you can just decorate a little bit. I'm not going to do too much. Again, I don't want you guys just sitting there for hours on end watching me construct. That's boring. I'll get one more on there just so you guys get the idea. Maybe if I can grab one. We'll do a green heart. There we go. Beautiful. Then we are going to take 2 strips of tape. Just like so. And we're gonna tape our strings onto our balloon. So I'm gonna do one on either strip of string. Bring in my balloon. And we're just going to tape it on either side. If you want, you can hang it a little bit just to make sure your basket hangs even. There we go. Just my basket a little bit. It's caught. There we go. That's why. So you got the basket portion. Beautiful. And last but not least, we need a string for the top. So again, you're going to take 2 strips of tape. And you can do a longer string for this one. Tape either end of the string and then tape that onto your balloon. Now, if you are really talented, you can figure out a way to get the string like in the middle of all of your balloon pieces. I am not that talented, so I'm just going to tape it to the ends here, just like that. And ta-da! You have your very own hot air balloon. Beautiful! So that is it for our Crafternoon today. I hope to do this at least once a week. So tune in next time for our next simple duet at home craft. Other than that, I hope you all stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful rest of your day.